It's only the human beings who have got this freedom. The will, free will as they call it. If you want to go to heaven, you can go to heaven. If you want, you can go to hell. And that is what we are facing now in modern times. That if we do not take course to sensible things, we may be all wiped out of the surface of the earth. I've been telling since long that it affects our genes. Supposing a father is an alcoholic, the son also gets it in his genes. So many things. Most of the vulnerability that you have, or what you can call the susceptibility, is coming from these genes. Now the susceptibility to do something wrong, always to take to something bad, whatever is destructive, comes from the gene. And it was said that the Asians have two genes which protects them, bars them for doing something wrong. Might be the culture is such, I don't know. And the aboriginals and the people who have lived in the nature have only one gene that protects. But for white skin, there's no gene to protect. Can you imagine? They are left to winds. Whichever way the wind blows, they start blowing. So it's such a big problem with the white skin. Also they think they are the higher race, but they are not according to the biological process, you can say. You can see the Germans, what they did. I mean, killing children in the gas. But how could they do it? I mean, I just unimaginable. The way they have killed people in all the African countries, also especially in America, the Spanish. Unimaginable. The way they have treated other people everywhere. Cruelty comes to them first. Very easily they can become cruel. They take to bad things very easily. There are some Sahajogis who came to Sahaja, stayed in Sahaja for so much, and again they have taken to their bad life. So now it is very much to be understood that you have to be very careful and cautious. The bhoots will first catch you. That's why it's so much schizophrenia everywhere. If you schizophrenia is so much true in America. So much. All kinds of horrible diseases there. I can't understand how they got it. So one has to be very careful that after coming to Sahaja, you must stick on to your sublime self, to your glorious self. Otherwise, it is dangerous. One thing about Sahaja Yoga, I was amazed that how it cleanses the gene. Actually, gene in a Persian language is called like a bhoot, gene. But this whole theory is now showing that white-skinned people are more vulnerable to all kinds of things. And I think they are the ones who have suffered a lot. Because there must have been a big fight within. That what is this nonsense we are doing? Why should we do it? And that's why so many of them started seeking. So many of them. The seeking is so much suggested in Indian culture, everything. But nobody did that the way you people were seeking. It's creditable. Because you realized perhaps that this is a terrible life we are into. Why are we here? So unprotected. And that's why so much of, we have so many Sahajogis all over the world who have taken to Sahaja and are studying themselves and are progressing beautifully. That means the genes which we are not protecting have become protective. One thing. And those genes which make you vulnerable to things also become clean, and you cannot get to those things. They said the people who get AIDS are the ones who have genes like that, they are vulnerable to AIDS. So this new dimension that science has exposed before us tells us two things, that by living like a white country, people saw the hell itself. And that's why they have taken now with such a big jump to Sahaja. And your duty is to see that you get more out of all that hell. Around you, if you see, when you read the newspaper, you are shocked. It's not the accident by which people die, but all kinds of diseases, murders, this, that going on, God knows, such violence. Especially in America, you will be surprised that I can't even wear my wedding ring there. My husband doesn't allow me to wear my wedding ring, even Mangal Sutra. And what goes wrong with them, I don't know, that they take to violence without any difficulties. We had one gentleman who came from America. He had already murdered his brother and murdered his mother also. Mother and brother, both. I said, how could you do that? And so many you will find in England who have killed their children. And now, as I tell you, it's a very dangerous situation. When I read about the genes and the no protective genes. Because I remember once one student who had gone to Cambridge. He came back and he said, what surprises me, they take to drugs like a venture. They take to anything bad like a venture. While for us, we are frightened, we think this is wrong. All throughout we know it is wrong. And we are doing wrong, knowingly. So he told me, I don't know how they get over this protectiveness. They just go headlong into it. Anything, a love affair with any unknown girl, they'll sleep with anyone. How can they do it? They don't even think whether it is right or wrong. That's what is true. That to introspect and see for yourself whether it is good or bad is very important. Now also we have some national problems. Different nationality has different problems. But in Sahaja Yoga, I think we are washed of all these things.